Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roma Theory Match Preview. Yet another game to go through. What a game it is. Oh my days. What an absolute game. It's a six-pointer. You read it on the title. It's a six-pointer game. Whoever wins this game doesn't get 3 points, gets 6 points basically. It's that important. It's a massive top four clash. It's not our last top four clash of the season because we still have to play Inter, and yeah, that's remaining top four clashes. But you know, every match counts, and this game, look, to be honest with you, we're coming to this game worse than Milan, without a doubt. But there's something from this game which I'm faithful about. I'm not sure if it's the home advantage, which I'm pretty convinced that this stage of the season everybody has understood the importance of Olympico magic and home advantage. It's a bit of that combined with the fact that I think we need a reaction because we, you know, for a team which fights top four, it can't lose 2 consecutive league games in a row. So a bit combined to that, and also a bit of the fact that everyone is now saying, oh, Milan are definitely the favourites. You know, this action of undermining us could bring some fruitful results because everybody doesn't expect nothing from us, and when nobody expects nothing from us, it's when we surprise everyone. I'm faithful for this game. I'm a bit scared. I agree with young Dachi in the chat. You have to be a bit scared. We've got an injury crisis. But yeah, you know, these match previews, we're going to speak about us, speak about them. I'm going to give you my match preview, my predicted 11, sorry. I'm going to give you my betting tip on this one too. Yeah, look, let's start with how we're getting to this game. We're getting to this game with an emergency, with a big emergency. But and Milan, compared to us, have got a complete team. You know, Giroud is back from his injury. He's been training with the team. He should be back for Saturday. The only player who will be missing in their team is Pobega, who scored against us in the first leg. He'll be the only one missing, but he's not even a starting player. So to be fair, not that we really care. They have got, you know, they're having a great season. They are in the semi-finals of the Champions League. They just threw Napoli out. They're currently fighting for top 4 in the league. They've got massive players. I mean, the one and only, obviously, Rafael Leao, who, if he gets his day, if he precisely and accurately gets his day right, he is one of the most unstoppable players in the world right now. And yeah, look, their defense is solid too. It's not their biggest of sections. I think their attack is better. Not their attack. I think, to be more specific, I think it's their right-hand side. No, it's their left wingers, which are so dangerous. Leao and Theo Hernandez on the same wing are one hell of a danger. But yeah, that's Milan effectively. Great team. And at the end of the day, they threw Napoli out. They won against Napoli in the league 4-0. So they're not going to come at the Olimpico to assist and look at us. They're definitely going to come to try and steal something. And obviously win the game. So that's it when it comes to speaking about them. When it comes to speaking about us, I think injury crisis mixed on this overwhelming of tournaments, because we're in the semi-finals of we're similar to them. You know, we're in the semi-final of a European tournament. We're basically same points in the league. We got thrown out in the first round of the Coppa Italia. We're basically having a very similar season to Milan. Obviously, the big difference is that Milan is doing what they're doing in the Champions League, and we're doing what we're doing in the Europa League. But similar teams, I think. The thing is, however, that our problem right now is, I think, over the amount of the overwhelming of combining both tournaments, which is it's a massive thing. It's a great positive thing. Thank God we're in the semi-final of the Europa League. But, you know, towards the end of the season, it brings a lot of consequences, especially linking to fatigue and energy and all of that. It brings its benefits, but it also brings its disadvantages. But, you know, we have to try and steal something from this. I said it in the Atalanta match preview. I think we have to try and get 4 points from Inter and Milan. We have to try and get 3 3 games is 9 points. We have to try and get 7 points from our next 3 games in the league. 6/7 points from our next 3 games, which are Milan at home, Monza away on Wednesday, and Inter on Saturday. If we can get 6-7 points from these games, meaning no losses and 2 wins, I think it would be a great phase. But yeah, let's move on to predicted 11, because I think that's what everybody is interested in. It's a complicated one, because the big question with the amount of injuries we have is do we go back with do we play like we normally do, so 3 defenders at the back, or do we play with 4 defenders at the back? Now, little sneak peek. I was listening to Sky Sports 10 minutes before going live, and at a certain point, Angelo Mangiante popped up, and he kind of leaked what the predicted 11 will be this Saturday. Obviously, he can't effectively get everything right, but he has said that, and by the way, he's someone which works in Roma's training ground and speaks with Mourinho very often. So he knows what he's speaking about. And he was saying that we're going to play with Kumbulla in defense. Therefore, we will not be playing with 4 defenders at the back, and we will keep that defensive block, that 3-man defensive block, without Smalling and without Llorente. Kumbulla, Mancini, and Ibanez in defense will play. 4 midfielders are going to be Matic and Cristante in the middle, and Spinazzola on the one side. I've put Cilic, but I've put Cilic, but it's gonna be Zalewski, if you see what I mean. I've put Cilic, but it's going to be Zalewski, because I'm sorry for all this Cilic hate, but Cilic is not good enough. And yes, I'd actually buy the argument that Cilic is better defense-wise, and we have to focus on the defense in this game, especially because that man is marking Leao. But it's going to be Zalewski, 100%. But I've put Cilic, which I'm kind of undermining myself here, but you get the point. I've put Cilic just because I don't like Cilic, but part of me wants Cilic to start this game because he's better at defending than Zalewski. And when I say better at defending, I really mean he's put in a context where at the end of everything he is better at defending than Zalewski. Cilic is terrible at defending, but if you put him in a context where you put him next to Zalewski's defending, then he's better. And to be fair, I'd probably be better than defending than Zalewski. So I think Cilic will not start, but I've put in Cilic because I kind of want to see Cilic in this. And you don't see very often me wanting to see Cilic. Cristante and Matic in the middle to give more support to that defensive block. And it's going to be a physical battle because they've got Tonali in the middle, who's a beast. So we need Matic and we need Cristante, who's been playing very well lately. And then up front, without Dybala is starting on the bench. Dybala will be back for this game. Obviously, Mourinho's not going to risk him. He's going to start from the bench. And if we need him, he's going to get subbed in. El Shaarawy is going to start next to Pellegrini up front. It's not going to be Tammy. It's going to be Belotti. I'm a big Tammy supporter, but I'll be the first one to say that Tammy right now is like playing with 10 men on the pitch instead of 11. It's like starting the game with a red card. He gives no impact whatsoever. At least Belotti fights a bit and puts that physical battle against Tomori. Tammy is not showing physique whatsoever at the moment. So I'm starting Cilic as a striker. Oh yeah, definitely we want to see that. Belotti up front. Both of them don't bag the goals, but at least one of them brings more support to the attack. And also another reason why Belotti is going to start is because Tammy has been good when he's been subbed in lately, which is critical because you'd expect your starting striker to step up from the very first minute. But when we sub Tammy in, he's better than when we start Tammy in, if you see what I mean. Against Udinese, he got subbed in and he scored a goal. Against Feyenoord, he got subbed in and Dybala kind of changed the game. He bagged an assist. You see what I mean? I think Tammy is better at this stage getting subbed in, playing the last 20 minutes and maybe bagging something, I think Belotti's going to start this game. Look, the key to this game is very, very simple. Don't give Leao space. It's as simple as that. It can't be harder. It really can't be, it can't be easier. The trick to this is don't give space to Leao. The second we give space to Leao, I genuinely mean we're going to concede 4 goals. Because we don't have Smalling in defence. We don't have Llorente in defence. Our defenders are already having a panic attack when Smalling doesn't start in between them. Imagine our defence if we give space to Leao. It really is not going to work out. So what I want to see is, I don't want to see Kumbula. If we're playing with 3 defenders, right? Let me quickly show this diagram to you to make things easier without me explaining and using useless words. If we play with 3 defenders at the back, this is our 3 defense line. Never in a million years put Kumbula over there. Over there. That cannot be Kumbula, because Kumbula is slower than an elephant. And if you're telling me Kumbula has to mark Leao, then we better even not watch the game. So Kumbula has to be the central defender. Has to be. Mancini has to mark Leao with Celik's support or Zalewski's support. If Kumbula marks Leao, I genuinely mean it, we are going to concede 4 goals. We are. Because he's already bad. You add how slow he is, and really, it's going to be a Leao masterclass. Look at Arsenal yesterday. Why did Arsenal lose that game? Because the defence left Haaland and De Bruyne fields. There were cows roaming around at the Etihad yesterday. Yesterday's defence, Arsenal's defence, oh my Christ, I hate these cars which literally have a disco party in them. That's a car. Can you hear that? That is a car. That's not a disco, that's a car. Anyways, what I'm trying to say here, yeah, it's farting a bit now. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, why did Arsenal lose that game yesterday? Because De Bruyne and Haaland got left so much space. Why did Napoli lose 4-0 against Milan? Because Leao was roaming around like a cow. Why did Napoli get thrown out of the Champions League with that Leao goal in the second leg? With that Giroud goal on a Leao assist in the second leg? Because Leao was given space. Leao is a great player. But Leao is only a great player if you leave him space. If you close Leao well, he doesn't do anything. So that is the key to this game. And yeah, look, the importance of this game is massive. It's a top 4 clash. It's a 6-pointer game. Whoever wins this, I'm not going to say he's going to get top 4 100%, but is going to put a massive weight on that top 4 balance. Because whoever wins this then has basically cancelled another top 4 clash by getting 3 points. Obviously, it's a big game week because a lot of teams can lose points. Starting from the game at the Olimpico on Saturday, Roma against Milan. Starting from Inter against Lazio on Sunday at lunch. Starting from Bologna against Juventus. That's a sneaky game for Juventus. Bologna are a good team which has stopped difficult teams this season. And Atalanta are also playing away at Torino. It's a game week where a lot of teams can lose points. Therefore, due to the fact that it's a game week where a lot of teams can lose points, winning and potentially grabbing 3 points from this is worth double. It's like it's a 6-pointer game. It's the definition of this game. It's a 6-pointer game. Whoever wins this gets 6 points basically. It's as simple as that. So yeah, can be the only one. Oh yeah, I read that. Not the only one, but I think if Dybala will play, we can pull out a draw. Dybala will not play from the start. Dybala will get subbed in if we need him. Otherwise, he won't be risked. Dybala's back from his ankle injury, but he's going to start on the bench, and I think it's very rightful for us to do so. El Shaarawy will score. Yeah, it's one of those El Shaarawy games, I agree. El Shaarawy can change the game. This season proves to us that in order for us to be in a consistent top 4 team, we need big investment because everything Serie A team which are better than us already invest even more. Aero Black is obsessed with investments, and I totally get with him, but we can't do anything at this stage, so there is no need to cap lock spam in the chat. Seeing Kambula's face in the starting 11 makes me need to run to the bathroom to puke. If we had Swanning, I'd be confident. Yes, definitely. Kambula and Ibanez defending. Teo and Leao give me anxiety attack. In fact, that's why it can't be Kambula who has to defend them. It cannot be Kambula to defend them. It has to be Mancini. Because you know why? If Mancini breaks Leao's leg, because he can easily do it, I'd be sad because you love respect in football, but deep down in my heart, you'd really go, yes, yes, yes. I'm kidding. Lazio beat Milan at the Olimpico 4. Yeah, but that was the dark period for Milan. That really was the dark period for Milan. Pellegrini to go 4-4-4. Yeah, big game for him. What's your accent? I can't quite place it. It's an English accent, but I'm Italian. Sono italiano. Next week, Milan against Lazio and Roma. Yeah, so it's kind of a vice versa. Rome, Milan this weekend, and Lazio Inter next weekend, and vice versa next weekend. But yeah, look, match preview, a betting tip. Let's conclude the match preview with a betting tip. My betting tip on this one, I hate to say it, but it's Milan to score a goal. Our defense without Smalling is a massive liability. You know what? Just to make it a bit more entertaining, I'm going to go both teams to score in this game. Milan is going to score in this game. If we keep a clean sheet against Milan without Smalling, I'd be very, very happy. Very, very proud. But I don't think it's going to be the case. I think both teams to score. Let's say that. Because Milan defensively aren't the best. We faced better teams defensively. So yeah, I'm going to catch you tomorrow with more updates and all of that. If you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Simon, do you agree with me that we need a new young goalkeeper? Yeah? That guy from Monza would be a great signing, Di Gregorio. I haven't seen much of him, to be fair. Are there any youth players that plays as centre back? Not sure. I don't care who wins this from a Milanista perspective. I just don't want that Lazio and CL. They ain't even AZ off more lever. Love that comment from a Milan fan. You're always welcome on the channel, by the way. Even if you're not a Roma fan, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we're like 100 subscribers away from 8K. We're getting closer to 10K. So please, every subscriber counts. Click all of the things down below. And look at that jumper. That's a masterclass of a jumper. And yeah, I'm going to catch you soon. Simon, out.